Many of us love to ride. We love the freedom of the road. We also love our families, we love our friends, and we love our dog. It's an easy word to throw around, isn't it? Love. It's a big word. It can be very powerful, full of all sorts of meaning. Singers and songwriters like John Lennon, Taylor Swift, George Strait, Karen Carpenter, James Taylor, just to name a few, all very, very good at describing love in their music in all of its colors. But may I ask you this? Let's be honest. Have you seen love in the world lately? Have you really felt it? I'm not sure I have too much lately. There's a lot of bad things going on in the world. Maybe Dionne Warwick sang it best when she sang, "What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing that there's just too little of." I would agree. Yes, we have a problem, so let's fix it. On Sunday, May 19th, 2024, I'll see love in this world again. I'll feel it. And so will over 100,000 motorcycle riders. On Sunday morning, literally around the world, there will be a global hug, an expression of love for those we know and also for total strangers. Maybe you'll even feel it wherever you are, a warmth of humanity, hearts beating together. Am I being over-dramatic? No, I don't think so, because I've seen it firsthand. I've felt it. It's real. In support of men's mental health and prostate cancer research, the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride will be gathering once again on Sunday in over 950 cities around the world. A gathering of motorcycle riders all dressed in fancy clothing on classic motorcycles, good people who care about finding solutions for men's health issues and who aren't afraid to demonstrate real love and compassion for all the world to see. Love for those they lost, for those who are still with us, and love for total strangers. It's a beautiful thing, and that's what the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride is all about. It's a model for a very hurting world, isn't it? Maybe we as motorcycle riders, and everyone really, maybe we all need to get a little bit better at showing fellow riders and anyone around us, even total strangers, that we care about them. I think it's more important now than ever. Let's talk about it. Thank you for joining me today. Recorded in beautiful Loveland, Colorado. Welcome to Peace, Love, Moto, the podcast for motorcyclists seeking that peaceful, easy feeling as we cruise through this life together. Are you ready? Let's go! I don't know why I did it. I was just compelled to do it right then and right there. Here's the backstory first. A month ago, I attended a memorial service for the father of one of my very close friends. Todd spoke at the memorial service. He did such a wonderful job speaking to that relatively large crowd there at the church, telling us about his dad, about how funny he was, and about how much his dad loved his family. Todd, of course, talked about how much he loved his dad and how much he was going to miss him. I knew Todd's dad also. He was a very good man, and it took a lot of courage for Todd to speak in front of that group and hold it together the way he did. You did a good job, buddy. In that service, I sat between two of our old high school friends, David and Joe. We so admired Todd's courage to stand and share such happy memories while just being broken up inside. That was tough. So I was reflecting on that memorial service when I did it. I set up my MacBook, propped it up on a stack of books, and I pressed record. No script. My hair was all over the place. I just recorded myself on video, telling my friends, many of whom I had not seen in such a long time but had loosely kept up with on Facebook. I told them that I cared about them, and I missed them, and I wanted to see them again. I know I'm not ill. My days are not numbered as far as I know. It's just an overwhelming urge to tell people whom I love that I love them before the memorial service, right? And I requested that, hey, let's get together. And that very evening, I did meet up with someone, one of my very close friends who I had not seen her in a very long time. It was just great. It's been amazing, the response to that video. The Facebook tool says that it's been viewed over 1,000 times, and I don't even have that many friends on Facebook. Maybe it's just my mom watching it over and over again, I don't know. But almost immediately, my old friends started responding. It was great. Yeah, you can bash Facebook all that you want, and I get that. But in this case, it was a tool that allowed me to start real communications with real friends, many of whom I had known and loved for so many years. And because I'd moved out of state so many years ago, and because of the busyness of life, we lost track. But now we're catching up. And I'm scheduling time when I'm back in Texas to visit with as many people as I can. Many of those people had a very positive impact on my life. You know, in early childhood through high school and even in our later years, it felt really, really good to tell people that I care about them. And I'm going to continue to do that as we meet face to face. Expressions of love for those around us, those we know and love. Yeah, that's easy. But expressions of love for a stranger, well, that takes you to a whole new level. Any number of times on this podcast we'll talk about it. One example, random acts of kindness. You tell yourself, it's not about me when you do something nice for someone else, it's about others. I do it for them. These demonstrations of love and compassion, like raising funds and participating in the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. Yeah, but maybe it is about you, and maybe it should be. Maybe you do deserve credit for what you do for others. It feels good to help a stranger. It feels good to tell someone that you care. Supporting others, either emotionally or financially, can be exhausting, can be scary sometimes too. But I'm convinced that someone, somewhere, perhaps even in the unseen spiritual realm, sees what you're doing and maybe says, well done. That's love, and that feels really, really good. So thank you for making a positive difference in this world. Sometimes from the seat of a motorcycle, one smile, one handshake, one hug at a time. As always, though, I thank you very much for listening. And even though I may not know some of you personally at all, I do care. And thank you for caring back. Until we meet again, I wish you peace, and I wish you love.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb, and there are oceans and rivers to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.